Greetings, my name is Guantanamo, kind of like Guantanamo Bay, but with a Q. Yeah, that's me. Welcome to my channel. Here is another vlog. Let me stop playing with y'all, man. Welcome back to the channel. Y'all know who it is, man. It's your boy Veto Supreme, aka the Saucy One, aka the Zest God, the Spice King out this bitch.
No.
I gotta go do a couple things today. I gotta go get me another basketball because I let one of my loved ones use my basketball and they played with it outside. And now the basketball is war torn. So now I gotta go replace that. And you know, basketballs are very expensive. Nowadays, basketballs are only meant to be used inside. Like, you gotta look at the box. If it says indoor, outdoor, you can use it outdoor. But if it says indoor, you only use it indoor. So yeah, I gotta go do that. I gotta go pick up some groceries, and I also gotta go pick up some more creatine. I don't like taking creatine in powdered form anymore. I like the gummies because, you know, your boy like a little candy on the side. But that's what the gummies are like. They're like candies, but it gives you that creatine intake that you need. So it's kind of like tricking myself into taking it. I don't really like taking pre-workouts, but I will take protein and creatine at the end of a workout. So that's very important to have. And y'all already know that I fucking hate working out. I loathe the gym, but somehow, some way, I get up every day and do it for you.
Boy, if you don't...
I couldn't really show y'all inside a vitamin shop, not because they wouldn't allow me to film, it's because my camera has been acting weird. Like, the actual frame rate was like dropping, like it looked like it was real choppy. Hopefully I did what I needed to do to change how it looks to you all. I will be showing y'all the rest of the way, but damn, man, I had to make sure that shit was good. I hope that shit didn't pop the mic when I said damn, because that really kind of pissed me off. I didn't even make no configurations to it. Even when I shot the zombie in real life, I did all that on this camera because this is a filming camera. This is a cinema camera. I didn't change none of the configurations. All I did was turn up the brightness because I was in a dark ass basement. That's it. That's it. None of my frame rates should be dropping. All right, let's continue forward. Let me also show you what I got up out of Vitamin Shop. It fell between the seats. Let me grab it. This right here. This is Create Creatine. That's a very unique name, but this is Create Creatine. I do have Legion. Legion is pretty good, but I wanted to try something different. This is Sour Peach. I'll let y'all know how it is. If you do follow me on my socials like Instagram or something like that, I will post on Instagram what it's like, what it be about. So definitely follow me on Instagram. I'm gonna put it somewhere on this. Follow me over there. But yeah, I'm about to go in the Best Buy. I'm only coming in here to get some Cinnabon. That's it. I am a tech geek. I love tech stuff. I love unboxing new tech stuff, computers, phones, you name it. I got a camera in my hand that's worth a lot of money. I love tech. I'm gonna go in here. I'm gonna look. I'm not buying anything. I'm only coming in here to get Cinnabon. Yes, I know I'm promoting a gym substance. However, I'm only human, baby. See it, but it's bright as hell outside. It's dark, but it's bright. I had to turn the configurations all the way down. I had to turn the brightness down, and it's still probably bright as hell. Look. It's grayer than a motherfucker out here. And I don't know why I got this hoodie on. It's kind of warm, cold out here. I could just thug it without it. But we're going to just be safe. We don't need no sniffles. We're going to keep it real cozy, real warm. Get in here, get up out of here. Hopefully the mic isn't picking up any of this wind, because I hate when I have to edit and I hear all that shit in there. All right, so it's a little better in here with the lighting. I want to come over here to the TV section because I said that this year I was going to get a 98-inch TV. I saw it during Black Friday. I'm going to buy it. Maybe I'm going to buy it. I also want to get a new truck, a dually truck. So that money that I could spend on a TV could be on a down payment. So I'm still kind of debating with myself if I'm going to do that. These are some nice TVs. Look at this. I don't know if y'all can see it because the bright. All right, let's see if you can see it better now. I had to turn the darkness up. Darkness. But yeah, man, I try not to come in here and spend money, even though every time I come in here, I do. I do have a Best Buy credit card. You know, they give you 10% off your sales and all that type of stuff. I'm not looking to do that today. I said I wanted to get into Lego building. But Lego building is an expensive hobby, and I always think about things that I could do with the money that I spend on stuff like this. I'm like, oh, I could go ahead and spend that on some sneakers. I could spend that on a down payment for a dually truck. All my money is allocated to things that I think is more important than Legos, but I think Lego building is cool as hell. I have to remember not to buy any shoes. Y'all remember these? Had the streets in a chokehold back in the, what, 2016s? That's everybody year, 2016, that's all I hear. Oh, 2016. But really, ain't no shoes in here. I mean, they got these still. Yeah, how you doing? I'm good, I'm good. Yeah, they ain't got too much of shit in here. The shoe game is dead, man. I just left up out of Foot Locker. Ain't nothing in there, boy. Look, man, I'm about to get me one of these. You feel me? I'm about to get one of these. One of these. I'm lying to you. The truck that I want probably sit about this much more higher than this truck right here. But let me go ahead and go in the shoe carnival. They probably got some stuff in here. Like, respectfully. To be completely real with you, Shoe Carnival had exactly what I thought Shoe Carnival would have, which also, compared to what Foot Locker has, is a decent selection of shoes. Foot Locker, for what Foot Locker is, did not have a decent selection of shoes at all. I don't even know what to say about that. But Shoe Carnival, man, if you want some cheap little Nikes, they in there. They got a couple decent silhouettes in there. Man, I just pulled up to Dick's and this parking lot is really empty. It's giving me vibes of being closed. Now, I hate to pull up to Dick's and these Dicks ain't in here. Damn! I'm gonna be peed old. Oh my God! But let's go ahead and see. Hold up. Nah, there's people in there. Oh. Yeah. All right, yeah, for sure. All right, we in Dick's. Basketball's right over there. Y'all know Dick's is one of my favorite places to be. In one of the previous vlogs, I told y'all Dick's is a place I go to and just walk around, and these are really cool, but I don't know nothing about that, so we're gonna leave that alone. I'm trying to configure my camera right enough so that the lighting just hits right, man, but they got a nice little selection of basketball goals. They look very low. Now, I know for sure I can't dunk anymore. Back in the G, I used to be a high flyer. Not too long ago, matter of fact, like 10 years, but I used to be dunking. I'm gonna go to the gym later and see if I could get some shots up. Hopefully they ain't too packed out, but I do need a basketball. Hopefully they have a good indoor basketball because they got all this going on. Hopefully they don't hit me over the head and cost. And I also need a regulation size basketball. A regulation size basketball is 29.5, I believe. And a lot of these, from what I'm seeing, is like 27.5. We want the full size basketball. Yep. I look like the prophet with this light behind me, but I went ahead and got this Nike ball. It's only 40 bucks. The only difference between this and a Wolfson ball, which I was about to get, is that the Wolfson ball is what, $4 cheaper. Normally I would go with the cheaper alternative, but I don't like the feel of the Wolfson one. It feels very slippery. Look how nice this basketball goal is. 72-inch glass. Ooh, almost dropped it, but I got good hands. Just know you're in good hands with me, baby. Look, man, if you want clothing, right, don't go to Dick's. Don't go to Dick's, man. Go to Macy's. Not the big Macy's that they be having in the malls, the upscale malls. There's like these Macy's stores, I think they're like sales stores, where you can get like discounted Macy's items like Nike, Reebok, any type of name brand clothing you want discounted. Because if you come here, you're gonna be paying $80 for some brands you've never heard of. There's some brands in here that I never heard of that cost more than Nike. Like I was gonna get some sweat shorts. Let me show y'all the fit. Let me show y'all. I literally cop sweats just to cut them up so they could be like these that I got on. So I'm not finna spend $80 on some sweats that I'm gonna just cut up to begin with. Yo, my camera is really being a hater right now, and I'm not really approving of this, man. I may have to update this month because you're tripping. I gotta go ahead and get to the crib. I gotta get to some Wi-Fi to see what's going on with this because it's not even allowing me to configure how bright it is. You supposed to be lit. I'm not talking to y'all. You supposed to be, I'm talking to the camera. You supposed to be doing what I tell you to do. But I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to the. But other than that, man, y'all want to see me shoot some hoops? Ew! In the gym. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. I'm gonna set up shop way over there. Get some shots up. Let y'all see me do my thing. I should be working out. I should be doing like shoulders and back, but my shoulders and back been killing me lately, dog. That shit crazy. That's just the price of getting old in these streets, man. Hopefully the lighting ain't too bad because my camera been jolting. We gonna see, man. We gonna see. I need y'all to know that I'm a tall dude. I'm like 6'3". If I put these shoes on, I might even be 6'4" out this bitch. I'm 6'3". I'm about 225 pounds. We'll say that. Maybe 230. I don't know if I could dunk anymore. I don't know. I know this tripod ain't long enough to get my full height, so we gotta record at a distance. Let's just see how it works out. I ain't even put my shoes on. I had to put some air in this mug. This mug's flat, bro. It's on the tripod right now. Do y'all know how hard it is to make a left-hand shot? Layup, hook shot, jump shot. It's terrible. Let me show y'all something over here. Let me show y'all something if it ain't too dark. Motherfucking Jurassic Park out this bitch. This was a workout within itself, man. I ain't been on a basketball court since 2014. The last time I was on a basketball court was in St. Louis. Look, I'm gonna tell y'all the rest of the story when we get back to a place of comfort. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up. Alright, so let's talk about it. Can your boy Veto dunk a basketball? Absolutely not, man. I haven't dunked a basketball since like 2013. Haven't been on a court since 2014. That is 12 years. So I was just out there just trying to get some shots up, especially after working out. I remember my coach, Coach Kelly, used to say, you are who you are when you're tired. So if you can't play through exhaustion, you shouldn't be playing at all. So this recording that you're watching right now is being done before I edit the video. So I probably will cut out all of the missed shots, but your boy did miss a lot of shots. I'll put that in here somewhere. Y'all know, man, I try to keep it real with y'all. Just like I told y'all, I can't dunk anymore. And I'm gonna tell you why I can't dunk anymore. Back in high school, I suffered a very bad injury to my shins. When my mom took me to the doctor, they did an x-ray of my shins and I had little lightning bolts in my shins. That's what it looked like. My shins looked like a bunch of lightning bolts were going through my shins. And if you don't know what that means I had shin splints. And the only way to heal shin splints is to sit out. Well, guess what? I didn't sit out. And to this day, I have phantom pains of shin splints. I can still feel it. My shin splints was so severe. One time I was taking my shoes off and the heel from my right foot went into the shin on my left leg. I was on the floor in pain, damn near in tears. I couldn't jump. I couldn't do anything. And you know what happened after I took like a couple months off? I was right back on the basketball court. Between 2011 and 2013, I was outside dunking on cats. I kid you not. You know I wouldn't lie to y'all because I'm putting in my missed shots from today. I was outside dunking on cats. But back then, young Veto was a lot smaller than what he is now. Right now, I am a hunk of mass. I am somewhere between 220 to 230 pounds. I am all fat and muscle. I ain't gonna lie to you, there's a little fat on there, but there's a lot of muscle too. As you can see, look at me. Look at me. Look. 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 Look at that, man. Look. Boy, if you don't... My bad, I probably gave y'all secondhand embarrassment. Yep. But the more that I went to the gym, the more my body changed. I also became a certified personal trainer during this time. So I said to hell with basketball, I was all about the gym. And I will tell you this, I went from 160 to 210 in a matter of a year. And a big part of me believes that my body was in shock with all the muscle that I put on in a short amount of time. And that's where we are today. After being on the court today, I realized a few things. I really missed the game of basketball. I'm gonna keep it G with you, I do not watch the NBA at all. The only teams that I do monitor are the teams that I like, which are the Pelicans, the Celtics, the Bulls, and the Orlando Magic. That's it. And most of the time, I'm just watching highlights. I don't know. I just don't like the way the game of basketball is being played these days. I'm from that early, mid, late 2000s era. All this extra step, all this gather step, 4 steps, 5 steps. It's the gather step. Man, I ain't with all that, man. I don't want to see that. I think it's lame. And I'm not trying to sound like an old nigga. It's just that I don't like seeing it. In my community, if you do that, it's a turnover. Period. And me being out there in the court made me reminisce back to all the teams that I played on and all the people that I met through basketball. Some went on to have NBA careers and others went on to be great men in the community. But one person in particular that I wanted to talk about right now is my homeboy Marco, DeMarco Lewis, man. That boy was about 6'4", 6'5" in high school, about what, 175 to 225. As a senior, that boy was about as big as a block. And I don't mean big like fat. He was like built. He had weight on him. And I know he probably gonna watch this, but I'm not lying to you. The boy was big. He had shoulders. He had weight on him. And that boy could do it with his right hand or his left hand. Pause. Pause. But he was really talented. And the reason why I thought about Marco is because when I was out there hooping today, I thought about how stunted my game was because me being 6'3", I was delegated to the role of power forward, center, and maybe small forward. Like, I was thinking to myself, I could only imagine how far my game would have went if I practiced like a small guard. Because in the NBA or in college, I would have been a small guard, a point guard, or a shooting guard at the max. My boy Marco had all the skill sets to be a great big man. Even though he was 6'5", he could have been a small ball center or power forward on the next level. Shit, if Draymond Green could do it, he could do it. And I'm not when I say this. The boy had a nice turnaround shot, could hit you with the right hook, the left hook. The boy was really good. And he had a grown man body. Pause. But he had a grown man body back then. And it just made me think Marco could have probably been a great 2 guard or a great small forward or even a great point guard if he wasn't delegated to just the role of a power forward or a center. And what really drove this idea home, one day I was just scrolling on IG and I saw this guy post a video. It was him in a time machine going back and watching himself as a 6-footer in high school or middle school doing post moves. And he said if he could go back, he would have told himself, do not just work on post move, get out there and work on your bag as a 6-footer in middle school. But of course, if you are 6 feet in middle school, they're going to put you right in the post. That's why a lot of big men now in the NBA, like Anthony Davis, for example, he started off as a point guard because he was 6 feet tall, and then he grew into being 6'10". That's neither here or there. If you come across this video by any chance and you are in high school or middle school and you are tall, work on everything in the bag. Do the post work, do the 3-point shooting, do the dribbling, do it all. Make sure your bag is deep. And what I mean by your bag, I don't mean just dribble. Man, get in the post, do the post work, do the dribbling, do the shooting, do the rebounding. Make sure you are just multifaceted, or you'll end up like me. Wait. Before y'all leave, let me holler at y'all. Partner to partner, let me talk to y'all. First and foremost, I want to apologize for the quality of this vlog. I wasn't going to drop the vlog. I was just going to keep it in the tuck, but I know y'all rock with the vlogs and I rock with y'all. So I still put it together and made it a little bit presentable for you guys to see. I want to say that I'm thoroughly embarrassed by my camera, and we had a long conversation last night. I absolutely updated it, so hopefully the quality is better going forward. I am so embarrassed, and you should have secondhand embarrassment because I'm embarrassed about how my camera, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the camera. My camera, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the camera. How my camera recorded. Didn't want to listen. Insubordinate. Not talking to you, I'm talking to the camera. But I want to come in and talk to y'all and let y'all know exactly what happened. Also, I want to say that I have been hooping, like y'all seen in the clips prior to this. I have been hooping, and I don't like going to the gym, but the thing that helps me go to the gym and makes me want to work out is buying new clothes. I said this in a vlog, I think before this one. I said I go out and I buy new clothes because it helps me mentally be like, hey, let me wear this to the gym. Same thing with basketball. Me getting back into basketball, I bought 3 pair of sneakers, right? I bought the LeBron 23s, I bought the Giannis 7s, I think that's what they are, and I bought the D-Book 1s. Now recently I've been hooping in the D-Book 1s. Let me show y'all. These, the D-Book 1s. As you can see, I've been hooping in them. Now I will say this, I got these for a cheap price. I got it for 50 bucks on the Nike app because Devin Booker dropped his second silhouette, which I'm not even gonna say it. Just if you like them, you like them. These shoes, however, grew on me. I didn't like these at first, but now that I've hooped in them and now that I see them in hand, these are a fire shoe. The look is cool. It reminds me of an Air Force One mixed with a hooping shoe, even though the Air Force One is a hooping shoe. But you know, people don't hoop in Air Force Ones unless you're trying to break your leg or something like that, or break your foot, break your toe. Them things are stiff. But these right here are like the hooping model Air Force One. Of course, it's a Devin Booker shoe. I like these shoes. They are a great shoe. I would recommend them if you can get your hands on them. I did go into Foot Locker and see that they have these on sale for about 70 bucks. Not this colorway. I think it's like a safari print colorway, which are pretty cool too. It's pretty cool too. But if you can get your hands on these for under retail, which is 70, 50, 40, go ahead and do it because these shoes are actually really good. I wear a size 11 and a half. That's my true size. I say go a half size up. These are a little snug. Go a half size up. These right here are a 12. So if you are a 12, get you a 12 and a half. You know what I'm saying? Get you a little 12 and a half. Respectfully. But yeah, I had to go ahead and talk to y'all about what I saw in the edits because I just got done editing this vlog like literally a couple minutes before I filmed this because I wanted to see if the update on this camera did work because we had to have a conversation, right, camera? Hell no. Right. So I wanted to see if the quality did change, because that quality was atrocious, and I'm all about the quality. Yeah, the quality.